actually prove what the people you call conspiracy theorists have been saying for years. There are elite people kidnapping, torturing, murdering, raping, and some evidence even showing that they're eating babies afterwards. This is sick. These are the people who are running the world and running the country as well. These are the same people who are telling you what you can and can't do, who are giving you advice and guidance, and you're blindly following them. People who rape babies, you're blindly following these people. There's no one doing anything about it.
Jeffrey Epstein has every major U.S. politician on video doing something terrible, probably to a child or to multiple people. The bottom line here is the United States government has become so corrupt that the time has come, I think, to clean the crap out of the stables and start over.
Tell me, what are the odds that the notary to the deed of what was both Epstein and Howard Lutnick's property at 11 East 71st Street, because yes, Epstein owned that property before Lutnick owned that property. It was transferred to Epstein for just $10 in 1992. Epstein passed the deed to a Comet Trust in 1996, again for just $10, of which a Guido Goldman was a trustee, the son of one of the founders of the World Jewish Congress. And then it was passed to Lutnick in 1996 for, again, just $10. Who notarized the deed transferring this property from Jeffrey Epstein to the Comet Trust in 1996? A Gary Pollard. A Gary Pollard just so happened to be in the perfect spot at the perfect time to record the perfect shot of the South Tower collapsing on September 11th, 2001. Is it just a weird coincidence that Jeffrey Epstein and Howard Lutnick owned 911 East 71st Street?
Who are Ghislaine Maxwell's sisters? London Telegraph. That's from 5 years ago. But now the documents come out that Christine Maxwell has run for a decade the DOJ's investigative data warehouse, IDW system, including entire encryption key system and anti-terrorism data warehouse. Mossad, CIA, MI6. And then what's the other sister do? She runs the WEF UN program. Can't make that up. Overhead shot. I got all the documents right here. I'll get these on record. Now you starting to figure out how this works?
Hello. Do you think Epstein and those freaks were eating people?
Were what?
Eating people.
Who, Epstein was eating people?
It's on the table.
I don't know, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, people think they were eating people, maybe.
Hi, how are you?
All right, doing well. Just talking about Epstein.
People are like, why do you even care about this? And I think that this story fundamentally is about how the rule of law does not apply to the rich and powerful, about how morality itself does not exist in many cases within the rich and powerful. And it also, I think it's an inspiring story. It demystifies the sources of their wealth and how much greater they are than all of us. Because the story that Les Wexner and many of the billionaires have said for many years is that Jeffrey Epstein was just this highly sophisticated financial mind, a genius at trading and at tax advice. I have searched all of these emails. There's no tax advice. In fact, there's only one. There's one. Where he sends a link of like a Business Insider article to his accountant. He's like, maybe we should try this.
This guy might be good at tax advice.
So apparently that's what he's charging. Now let's remember, Leon Black, one of the richest and powerful men here in New York City, is part of the Apollo Group, who literally pays Epstein $150 million. That's a lot of money. Allegedly for tax advice. I explained this last time. He has access to the private wealth houses of every major bank in New York, not Jeffrey Epstein, who is not licensed, not not a trader, not a tax accountant, has no specialty. There's 3 million emails. I've got hacked emails. There's no tax
Could I
advice.
ask you just a question, and I'm a complete novice here, right? Is it possible that the tax advice is actually Epstein's proximity to people in power in our government, and that they can get sweetheart deals for each other and allow people to evade taxes while the rest of us are paying full clip?
There's tax evasion, there's money laundering, there's all kinds of a specialty book that Epstein had.
You're saying the rich keep getting richer.
The rich keep getting richer, the rest of us are suckers for
and they're not
taxes.
doing it by hard work, and they're not doing it by pulling up their
That's the funniest
bootstraps.
thing. The only indication that we got to Epstein's source of his wealth was Lord Mandelson, who is, by the way, was the UK ambassador to the United States until the Epstein files came out, where he shows he is tipping off Jeffrey Epstein about an upcoming bailout in the UK
so that
for insider trading purposes.
This is a data dump. I'm going to simplify this for you, John, because there's some more specific details here, but it is showing basically, like, if you will, a percentage of data sets from the Epstein files that are presented over the years, and we can see that there is a massive gap and basically like you in the chart, if you will, between the years of 1999 to 2001, when, among other things, you had the tech bubble blow up. You had, I believe that's 99 is when the Lewinsky impeachment trial's happening. You have the election of 2000, the highly contested election of 2000, John Kiriakou, where I don't know, someone Google this for me, but I think there was a big point of contention in Palm Beach County as it pertains to that election, and that's where one Jeffrey Epstein did happen to reside. Just looking at some things here. And then in 2001, you have the worst terrorist attack in United States history in New York and DC and in the skies over that fell over Pennsylvania with United 93. And suddenly all these files are missing. But John, we did get an email from 2003 that slipped through the cracks.
Really?
Oh, you haven't seen this one?
No, I haven't seen it.
So there's an email thief. Boom. He's got it. He's all over it. So this is from 2003. Someone named Ed Epstein sends an email to one Gmax, Ghislaine Maxwell, saying any interest in being on the Shadow Commission on 9/11, the membership list is secret. She responds, thanks for the invite. Unfortunately, I cannot be on the Shadow Commission.
A Shadow Commission. It takes my breath away. Oh my God. This should be the banner headline.
Hey, remember those people in 2021 that pushed the vaccine? I'm not talking about the ones that like took it by mistake or that had to take it or whatever, but the pushers. The ones who were like really into it. They were like, oh, I believe the experts. I trust the science. I am so much smarter than you because I took this experimental thing just to virtue signal, and now half those experts that you trusted were on the Epstein list. The irony is awesome, eh? Like Bill Gates literally had more pictures with Epstein than most of us have ever had with our grandparents and most of us had with our dads. Not the dads that left for milk or smokes and then never came back. That's because that's how much they hung out. Yeah, you literally looked at this dude and you're like, oh, epitome of health. Look at that. I don't even know how one obtains this shape of health and perfection. The guy who made Microsoft Word where you try and insert a picture and the whole thing just messes up. He's had 2 decades to fix that glitch and he still can't, but he can save the world through vaccines. Yeah, so how does that feel now? Like, do you guys feel kind of stupid? Or do you feel tricked, or are you gonna double down and be like, nah, I'm gonna keep trusting the science that was made by people who go on islands and diddle children and do satanic things, and you honestly think that they want you to be healthy and live long and prosperous and free, right? Oh, Bill Gates, he's just like one of us dudes. He started in a garage. Wrong. Came from a freaking line of bankers and rich people, and his dad was a lawyer. Yeah, those dudes, you think they give a shit about us plebs, okay? So yeah, anyway, I am so happy. I am a dumb redneck. No, just kidding. I've got a degree in molecular biology and biochemistry, and I was trying to warn people, but apparently, because I'm not a pedophile, satanic, deletist, a predator class, I'm stupid, right? Oh man, yeah. What a world we live in.